most of the people seated over here I've been meeting for the last 1 week, and you guys have known, you all know what DD is about. Now, if I can't start talking about it again, you'll fall asleep. So why don't we just show the clip? But before that, I just want to say thank you to Pankaj, Dolby Atmos, Gaurav, Futureworks. I mean, for bringing Dolby Atmos here. When you make a film like D-Day, which is such a roller coaster ride, which has got textures in terms of dialogue, music, background music, sound effects, and you're constantly playing with these textures in the mixing room. You just want to make sure that the way you've imagined it in your head and the way you've seen it at various stages as it's being built, coming together, you just want to make sure that the audience experiences exactly what is there in your head. And I'm also going to be watching the clip with you guys today. I've been told that it's sounding fantastic, so why don't we just watch it? Thanks.
So we'll have the clip of D-Day.
In the theatres rather than on a DVD perhaps?
Oh, why should you? Because I mean, isn't you just watched? You've just seen clips. You've seen the D-Day clip and you've seen the two clips before that. It's quite phenomenal. I mean, I'm sitting in the first one. I'm actually getting blown off by the sound. You know, it's wonderful to be able to hear the smallest the droplets of water or a gunshot I mean, and just the fact that you can come out with your family, popcorn, friends, sit down, watch, just watch it unfold, and it's a huge screen, and I don't think you can get this kind of experience in. At least I can't get it in my house, you know. So I mean, so it's just I think that it's important for audiences to come into the theaters with great sound, great projection, and experience the way it has actually been unfolding in the filmmaker's head, you know. So I think that's very, very important for you to come, and if Dolby, if the right projectionist is right projector is managing to do that, we should applaud that, you know.
Right. But unfortunately, Nikhil, it looks like the people in Pakistan will not be able to have these cinematic experiences in theaters. You know,
They'll watch it on DVD.
but you know, as a filmmaker, I'm sure you want your product to reach everywhere. So could you and the cast weigh in on this, on the fact that your film may not find a release in Pakistan?
Yeah, you want to say?
No, I'm saying.
The thing is that I think that they should watch the film. I wish Pakistan and whoever takes the decisions in Pakistan watches the film, because they'll understand that the film has got no Pakistan bashing. In fact, at the end of the day, you see the Pakistan flag, you see a blast happening in Karachi, but you also see a press conference happening in India, and an Indian press secretary is actually saying that we have nothing to do with those people. You know, so it's not Pakistan bashing. It is India versus the enemy of the state. And more, it is how 4 of these raw agents that I've sent in have to deal with betrayal and have to come to terms with sacrifice to pull off a mission. So I just wish they watch it, because they'll understand that it's not really about this. But other than that, if somebody gives me the DVD rights for Pakistan, I'll score.
You know, but what is the status quo? Has it been banned, or are you still hopeful?
It's not. I don't even ban. They were not sent it over there for it to be banned. So.
Just a last question, Nikhil. You know, you roped in Tom Struthers and John Street for the film. What made you rope in international expertise, and why was it so essential for your film? And Huma, if you could just weigh in on this as well.
Why was it essential? Because I think what has happened is over the years, whenever we've done action in this country, we've actually provided the action director a DVD. You know, कि ऐसा action करके दिखाओ, या ये scene को copy करो, या इसको ऐसे करते हैं, या इसको ऐसे करो. So I think that the ability for action directors in this country to think independently and to think creatively has been weighed down by the directors who are constantly wanting to ape the West. So what happened over here, and in fact actually, is that while Tom Struthers was collaborating with Guru Bachchan, who's one of the oldest action directors in the film industry, he suddenly understood that we can do it this way, and being able to bring about a kind of Indian ethos into the action. So also I wanted to bring an action director from the West over here, because I wanted to keep it as real as possible, in terms of just not only in terms of the action, but in terms of the drama. And to have somebody who will not allow the action to overcome the drama, overweigh the drama. That's why I got a foreign action director.
And Huma, how was the experience of working with them?
Well, of course, it was a great experience. It was a new experience for me, because I had never done action before. And, like Nikhil said, it was very important that style does not, score over substance or the story. And what Tom brought to the script is that a greater understanding. In fact, he helped all of us understand our characters better. In the sense, action was just not done for an impact, or just because we had to blow up a car or kill a guy. It was very woven into the story. For example, if he would have an idea and say, why don't we kill this guy like this? He would say, but no, an agent would not need to do that, because an agent is trained to maybe use an everyday object to, disarm or kill the opponent. So, things like that, which I think really sort of helps in the narrative, because it never looks jarring. It never looks out of place. It looks very woven in to the fabric of the film. And I think the action and the emotional quotient of the film is what really sort of, stands out. I'm glad to have this opportunity to work with someone who's worked on such big multi-million projects, and be able to, learn a couple of disarming tricks from them.
Fantastic. Thank you too, and I hope to catch the film.
First, can you hear me? First, congratulations to the film. My question is to the Dolby team. I mean, it's 4 decades of my existence here in Mumbai, but never did I hear that the way the raindrops are falling, the thundering and all those things, I've never heard it in my life. The first time I really felt the leaves were falling, I could hear that. Congratulations for that. My question is, when I was a 20-year-old, almost somewhere around in the 80s, the mid-80s, the audio cassettes carried the logo of Dolby. How different is it? I mean, the VHS cassettes there had the Dolby. Were we cheated during that time? And today you're giving me a different scene about, 20 years later.
No, so first of all, it's evolution. It's not cheating. What happened on the tape cassettes was the technology that the company started with, which was noise reduction. At that time, when you recorded any kind of sound or music, there was a lot of noise, magnetic tape hiss that was recorded. And Dolby had the technology of taking that hiss away magically. So that was a very different technology. That's how the company started. And as with evolution and technology development, we come to a point where we can recreate reality. So as you said, rain, you've never heard rain like this. You've never experienced leaves. And this is how we hear things in real life. So recreating that in a cinema hall and helping the story. So our purpose is to help the story, not take away from that story, and give you an experience where the story is happening around you. So hopefully, that comes through.
And what's the business arrangement, the revenue generation or the revenue arrangement with the production company? Is it you all get tied up with the filmmakers or is it to the theaters? Because the speakers are in the theaters.
So we have to work with 3 different key people in the chain. First is the production itself. That is all the director, the filmmaker, the sound designer, everyone who's working on the film. And we provide a technical service to them. Then we work with FutureWorks, who's the sound mixing facility, and equip their sound mixing facilities to be able to create these soundtracks. And then we work with PVR in the theater to be able to play that back. So, it's very important for us to work through the entire chain to bring that experience to audiences in a consistent way, because what you also don't want is an Atmos experience here and an Atmos experience in a different city should not be different, should be the same experience. So that's also very important to do.
One last question to Nikhil. Would like to know what does D stands for?
Yeah, the D stands for the day of reckoning, the day of judgment, and the day where
You
everything
already have
comes.
a DAY in the front.
Sorry?
You have already written DAY. What does that first D?
D-Day, it's doomsday.
It's doomsday.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you expecting some political parties or other organizations to object to this sort of issues?
No, not at all, because...
And expecting a controversy and the film does much more better.
No, I just made I think I just made a film that I wanted to make and from my heart, and whatever happens after that, I have no idea. I mean, I'm not. I don't go into a film saying that I'm going to expect somebody to come after me with a petition or some kind of anything. It's just D-Day because it's doomsday, it's the day of reckoning. It's the day when when according to me things can change for these 4 characters who go into Pakistan, Karachi, to bring back the most wanted man in India. That's why it's called D-Day. Sorry? No. As the young lady pointed out that it's not going to be there in Pakistan. It's there all over the rest of the world, but it's not going to be in Pakistan. Sorry? I think they'll watch it. Zero Dark 30 was the most watched film in Pakistan, so I think they will definitely watch this. I mean, if you go onto YouTube, they're really looking forward to watch this film.
Huma, आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ कि how was it venturing into action genre एकदम से, and also Nikhil, आपके लिए भी action genre में घुसना.
तो पहले you want me to answer? You want him to answer?
आप पहले.
Yeah, he's my director. Yeah, don't get me.
नहीं आप तब तक सोच लोगे इसलिए आप पहले बताओ.
No, because his answer is more important because he was the one who cast me. And I signed this film before Gangs of Wasseypur released, which was also an action film in a lot of ways. But the girls never did any action in it. And thank you to Nikhil for thinking that I could pull off a character like Zoya Rahman. Because it's not a simple character. She's complicated. She's seemingly cold in a lot of ways. But yeah, it was exciting for me because I knew for a fact that, probably someone would not think of me and think of an action character or action heroine. And it was something new for me to do. As an actor, I think why we choose to become actors is because you want to try out different things. You want to don different hats, and it gets very boring and repetitive to keep doing the same thing again. I'm fortunate that, in my first year, I'm getting to play such a great range of characters, and I hope that I keep learning and I keep doing new things. You'll have to ask Nikhil why he thought I could kill a few bad guys. I arm twisted him.
How?
how
I don't know, yeah. I think I've always been interested in doing a thriller. Pre-Kelowna and post-Kelowna, I was writing a thriller also. And I've always wanted to do that. In fact, everybody who has seen even the love stories I've made said, yaar, tune thriller ke tarah kaata hai. So I was always interested in doing that. I finally got an opportunity to do that with D-Day. So I think it comes naturally with me. I mean, I started with Israt Ki Subhane and Sudhir Mishra. So I think the challenge of working with multiple tracks, and that is it's already done in that film. I wrote that film along with Sudhir Mishra and Shiv Kumar Subramaniam. So it's just something that I as a filmmaker, I want to be able to. I mean, before this I did Delhi Safari, which is an animation film. Before that I did a family drama. And so I'm just saying that I don't want to be. I think it's very boring to do just one type of film over and over again. How many love triangles can you bring together and separate and whatever? So it was an exciting story, exciting content. I think it's an exciting time to make films, to make different types of films. Whether it's, I mean, just look at the kind of films that have come out over the last 2 years. Gangs of Wasseypur being one of them. So it's a lot of factors that finally encourage me to take the plunge, so to say.
Yes, the technology can work both in multiplexes and cinema and single screens. Yes.
Same way.
Same way, the number of speakers may differ by the size of the screen of the room, but the technology works in the same way. So you can get the same experience. Yes.
And same effect.
Same effect.
And second thing, is it costlier than other sound system?
It is more expensive in terms of it requires an upgrade from the existing sound system. So typically cinema theaters have what is called 5.1 or 7.1 installed. From that, it's an upgrade required. Depending on if you want to know the cost of that, depending on the size of the theater, the upgrade cost would be around between 25 lakhs to 40 lakhs, in that range. That's the cost of the upgrade.
Thank you.
निखिल वन मोर क्वेश्चन यार आप जब भी प्रमोशंस पे आ रहे तो ऋषि कपूर नहीं दिख रहे हैं आपके साथ कम ही दिखते हैं ऋषि कपूर वो क्यों नहीं आ पाते आपके साथ इन प्रमोशंस पर
Rishi sir's sister is not well in New York. He's gone to look at her. She's back on the 12th. उसके बाद तो हमारे पास ही आएंगे. But he's like that most wanted man ना. तो जितना आप उसे wanted करोगे he'll come then. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. हेलो हेलो, कैसे हो? कैसे हो? बढ़िया। ओके हुमा, पहले तो जानना चाहेंगे कैसा रहा एक्सपीरियंस D-Day के साथ में, क्योंकि अब तक हमने जो आपकी फिल्में देखी हैं काफ़ी वो डिफरेंट थी और ये काफ़ी डिफरेंट, और कितना वर्कशॉप करना पड़ा आपको इस फिल्म के लिए?
वेल D-Day बहुत डिफरेंट तरह की फिल्म है, और जैसे मैं पहले ही बोल चुकी हूँ, एक एस्पेनाज टेल है इन 4 अनसंग हीरोज़ की जो पाकिस्तान जाते हैं, जो इंडियाज़ मोस्ट वांटेड मैन वहाँ पर छुपे उनको पकड़ के लेके आते हैं। तो बहुत एक्साइटिंग है मेरे लिए। और आई थिंक एंसेम्बल फिल्म्स जिसमें बहुत सारे कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं, टिपिकल एक रोमांटिक फिल्म होती है, बहुत चैलेंजिंग होते हैं, बिकॉज यू हैव टू कॉन्स्टेंटली बी ऑन योर टोज। एंड आई थिंक हर एक्टर जो ऐसी फिल्म का हिस्सा बनता है वो कुछ अपनी एक स्पेशल क्वालिटी, एक स्पेशल चीज़ लेके आता है। आई थिंक ऑल द परफॉर्मेंस इन दिस फिल्म आर वेरी वेरी नाइस, एंड फॉर मी इट वाज अ वेरी स्पेशल एक्सपीरियंस वर्किंग इन एक्शन फिल्म, बिकॉज मेरा फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस था।
आपके ट्रेलर में जिस तरह देखा कि आपको ज़्यादा दिखाया नहीं, एक ही बार देखने को मिला, सो आपके कैरेक्टर के बारे में बताइए क्या है?
बट मेरे ट्रेलर को मेरे कैरेक्टर का दिखाया नहीं, बिकॉज आई थिंक मेरे कैरेक्टर की जो लेंथ है इट्स नॉट एज इम्पोर्टेंट एज व्हाट माई कैरेक्टर डज इन द फिल्म। आई थिंक हर चीज़ ट्रेलर में दिखा रही है, फिल्म में क्या देखेंगे।
आपका क्या कैरेक्टर है?
मेरे कैरेक्टर नाम ज़ोया रहमान है, एंड एक एजेंट है, उसकी एक बैक स्टोरी है, एंड वो एक लड़कों का ग्रुप है जिसमें आकाश दरिया, इरफान खान, अर्जुन रामपाल है, उसमें से वो भी एक एजेंट है।
फिर से एक्शन फिल्मों के साथ जुड़ने के बाद कैसा लग रहा है? क्योंकि गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर
इसमें थोड़ा बहुत एक्शन, थोड़ा बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं, थोड़ा बहुत एक्शन करने को मुझे मिला। मैं ये नहीं बोलूँगी कि मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा एक्शन किया है फिल्म में, क्योंकि नहीं किया है, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा एक्शन फिल्म में है भी नहीं। एक्शन इतना ही है जितना रिक्वायर्ड है स्टोरी के हिसाब से, एंड जितना थोड़ा बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है एक्शन करने का, आई रियली एंजॉयड इट।
शुभा, आपके लिए कितना चैलेंजिंग है इस फिल्म में आपका रोल?
इट वाज चैलेंजिंग, ऑफ कोर्स, इट वाज समथिंग न्यू, तो नई चीज़ हमेशा चैलेंजिंग होती है, एक्साइटिंग होती है।
किस तरह का रोल एक्चुअली आप करना चाहती हैं? किस तरह का रोल का?
Actually, I'm fasting now, so I can't talk so much. Yeah,
आपके लुक्स कैसे हैं वो जानना चाहिए।
I'm looking like any other जो looks है हमारे फिल्म के। I think what the idea was कि agents जो होते हैं they should be able to blend into whichever environment they are. So my character in the film is of this agent, and she should look like any other Pakistani girl.
अच्छा, एक
Thank you.